Okay, welcome to frigid North Carolina. It's about 8 degrees outside right now, so I'm actually at home right now. Sorry for the delay in getting this video um, review up to you, but with the snow days and things got a little hectic here. But a couple of things I wanted to go over before we move forward. First thing is the PICO assignment and the Prisma assignment. I finished going through all the PICOs. Good job. I think you guys got the hang of it, but just a quick review of what we're looking for now. If it wasn't clear enough, the thing to remember about the PICO is the PICOs is usually done prior to the research. In other words, you use the PICO to formulate your research question. So what you do is you establish, okay, what's my population, what's going to be my intervention, what's going to be my control, and what's my overall objective. So the fact we did it kind of backwards makes it a little bit difficult, which I think is why a few of you kind of messed up the outcomes. Now, because you're doing the PICOs typically before you do your research, the outcome is what you intend to find. Okay, so if you take the magnet article, the outcome was what is going to be the difference in pain between the intervention group, which would be the magnet, and the control group, which is the placebo or the weak magnet. That's the outcome. Now, whether or not the results actually match the outcome, well, that's why you have a discussion, and that actually happens where sometimes the outcome and the results either don't match or do match or whatever. So just keep that in mind, that typically the PICO is done before the research, and therefore the outcome and the results are not the same thing. So I think I made a mention of that on anyone who made that mistake, but that's the idea of the PICO. The other thing is, we started with exploratory studies, and it's really hard to do a PICO on exploratory studies because it's not just one study. It's a collection of studies, and a lot of you mentioned that. It's hard to get all the interventions because they're variated. Something was a little bit off. You had different magnet strengths. Some were placebos, some were weak, etc. So yeah, I get that. The PICO on a systematic review or meta-analysis is actually quite difficult. You're going to find that doing a PICO is actually really easy when you move forward to like our relational studies, like a random control trial, because it's one study and it's really simple of here's your intervention, here's your control, and this is the one outcome that you're looking for. So but I figure if you guys can do the PICO right off the bat with the systematic review, then you can do it for anything. And also I wanted you to expose you to the PICO question early so you can kind of understand that moving forward. Now, a couple other things. The papers that are going to be coming up that you're hopefully working on this week, they're due next Tuesday. These should be short, concise papers. I think I mentioned it. I like brief, right to the point type of research papers or position papers, whatever you want. You should actually have three. Where my camera? There you are. There you go. Three uploads. Two of them should go directly to Canvas. So the first upload is going to be the actual systematic review and meta-analysis in a PDF form. So you have to know how to use the library system, how to actually download it, save it as a PDF, and then upload it. The second one is going to be your actual narrative or your document. Please make sure it's in a DOCX format. It could be a Google Doc if you know how to upload a Google Doc using the URL. That'd be fine too. Try to stay away from rich text and some of the other word processing formats which aren't as common. And the third thing, you don't really upload, but you have to complete, again, go back into the Google form and complete the Prisma. Just use the page numbers. Unless you want to add some highlight type stuff, that's fine. Now, I'm the one who's going to be reading the systematic reviews and going through the Prismas. Your actual narrative, though, the 1 to 2 page summary, is what everyone else is going to be doing a peer eval on. So keep that in mind. It's not just me reading it this time, it's going to be your classmates. Now, going into the third week, your peer evals, I'm asking you to be critical because you're only going to help your fellow classmates out. If you just kind of blow through them and give everyone beautiful grades on the rubric, you're not really helping each other there, okay? So you don't have to slam them and crush your fellow classmates. This is a learning opportunity, but read it as a consumer of knowledge. Read it as someone who wants to know more about the systematic review, and give them constructive feedback. The rubric is included in there, so you know exactly what you should be looking for when you grade them. So keep that in mind when you're grading them. Keep that in mind when you're writing them, and hopefully everything will work out fine. I'm going to go and put my jacket on, go check my mail because it is cold outside. But hopefully everything will work out. If you have any questions, any comments, or any concerns about the content, about moving forward, etc., please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to answer all of them and share with the rest of the group. Wish you good luck and have fun on your papers.